Hey, you guys, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. All right, this week I wanted to dive into something. I was actually driving home and I was trying to think about what topic I was going to come up with because, true to my style, I'm pretty good with the flow. So I wasn't really planning on something yet, and I was trying to figure out what to talk about. And on the radio, I listen to K-Love and Spirit 105.9 a lot because it's just so encouraging and uplifting for me. And they said, happiness is not the same thing as joy. And that just really rang in my heart. And it is true. It is not the same thing. And I think a lot of people confuse the two. Joy is the belief that God's taking care of you and He brings that joy out of you. And it's kind of giving over your suffering and giving over your struggle to Him. And through that, you're able to praise and you're able to see those good things. Whereas happiness is something that you attain kind of separately. And so I just wanted to touch on that because obviously when I went through and still today, but when I went through my breast cancer battle, especially initially, it was tough. I don't even know the words to describe how it felt to have someone tell me that something was trying to kill me and that it had been happening for a while and that it was aggressive and that it was moving fast. And, those things are hard and your brain just kind of can go down this rabbit hole and snowball into a really, really dark place. And I think I may have talked about this, but I remember telling myself and deciding early on that I was going to choose joy. And really, I laid it out. I laid my life out to the Lord, and I just clung to Him and clung to His Word. I truly dove into His Word more than I ever had been before in my life, and just asked Him to give me that joy and asked Him to carry me through the struggle. So if you are going through a struggle right now, whether that is cancer or divorce or loss, grief, sickness, there are so many devastating things because we are in a broken world, sadly, and these things are going to happen. But I am telling you that you can come out of it and that you are able to find joy amidst suffering. Some of the things that I would do is I would get myself outside. I would go on walks. That always helped me to feel better, get that fresh air. Prayer was a constant for me. I felt like I was in a constant state of prayer. I think a lot of people looked at me in that first, especially 6 months, and they were just like, whoa, how is she smiling so much? What is going on? And you know what? Part of me thinks that I'm inadequate, and I think that God just filled my spirit because, God knows there's only so much that we can handle, right? And when we can't handle more, He will carry us. And I think that He was carrying me, and He was trying to shine through me and speak through me and show people how powerful His love is and that He is one to be there no matter what. And there were some rough times. Children are amazing for joy. I am so thankful that I had my 2 little girls, and as hard as it was to mom them while being so sick, I every day had a reason to laugh and a reason to smile. And honestly, I was able to forget that I had cancer. And I know that not everyone has that for them, but there are places that you can get those little pieces of joy from, hopefully in your family and your friends and volunteering. I definitely think I'm going to be one of those people who cuddles those NICU babies one day when I'm retired. I'll absolutely be in that NICU room because, can you imagine the joy that you're able to give those littles and you are able to get from them just by loving on them? I just think that is so wonderful. So there are little places all over that you can find joy. And I just wanted to make sure people knew that it is okay when you're amidst a struggle. It is okay to smile. It is okay to laugh. It is okay to have a good moment in a really hard phase of life. It's okay to have a good moment in a really difficult challenge. And I think that sometimes we think that it's not acceptable to laugh when we're going through grief or when we're going through something really difficult. I think that some people try to punish themselves because they feel they're not allowed to feel that joy, or they're not allowed to be happy one day. And that's just not true. That is not how God works. And He loves you, and He wants you to thrive, and He wants you to live a fulfilling life. And I have found that the more that I am in the Word, the stronger I feel armed against the broken world. And when I walk outside my doors, I feel like I have the armor on me because I am just hungry and I'm a sponge, and I just want to learn as much as I can because I not only want my own life to be blessed and to be able to show my daughters those blessings and my husband, but I want to bless others, and I want others to feel this amazing feeling in their hearts. Evan and I used to say sometimes that we'd give each other a squeeze when we felt that warm, happy feeling. Have you ever got that, like, where it kind of washes over you? And you know who that is? That's God. That's God trying to give us a little bit of joy. He's trying to give us a little bit of that, hey, I'm here. I love you. And I have a plan, and it's bigger than you can ever fathom. So I just wanted to pass on that little nugget today because it just kind of spoke to my heart, and it was something that I still have to give my life over because there are days when it is so hard. A sermon but this past Sunday talked about a husband that lost his wife to breast cancer, and they had 2 little girls. I mean, I feel like sometimes I'm watching my life in the future, and it is so hard to hear those things. And then that could be a reality for our family. And then that's just where I just cannot imagine living this life or fighting this battle without having my relationship with Christ. And so I just want to share that with you. And my song that I want to play is so good. Hopefully you've heard it. It's called Choose Joy by FK and Country. I love them. Here we go, a little bit of this, and hopefully you'll look it up.
Before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone.
So good.
I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice. Choose joy. Let it move. Let it move. Let it move. Yeah, choose joy.
Bye, guys. Have a blessed week.